مجمع الأندلس التعليمي، تعلم عصري ملهم بهوية وطنية وقيم إسلامية.
Lesson 3 Grammar. It's me again, Mr. Osama Abdurraouf, welcoming you to today's lesson. As usual, let's read today's objectives. At the end of the period, my students should be able to, number 1, correctly choose verbs in the present simple and present progressive tenses. Number 2, correctly use stative verbs in grammatically correct sentences. Before we start, let's have a look at yesterday's homework in the workbooks, page 7, exercises A and B. Workbook, page 7, exercise A. The answers are as follows. Number 1, yes, C, primary. Number 2, A, trends. Number 3, yes, C, stranger. Number 4, B, overwhelmed. Number 5, yes, B, pricey. Number 6, and the last one in exercise A, yes, true, D, used. Let's move to exercise B, the same page. Number 1 is memorable. Number 2, confusing. Number 3, effective. Number 4, observant. Number 5, traditional. Number 6, advisable. Number 7, offensive. Number 8, suitable. Please pause the video and check your answers. If you have any problems, contact your teachers. They'll be very happy to offer you help. Okay? Deal? It's time now to open your student books at page 11 to start our lesson. Student book, page 11, exercise A. Here in the exercise, you have 8 sentences and 8 uses of the present simple and the present progressive tenses. All you need to do is to match the sentences with the correct uses. But actually, I have prepared a video for you to watch that will help you revise both tenses. Watch it and then do the exercise.
I'm going to show you when to use a present simple and when to use a present continuous. Now let's get started. Let's have a look at these sentences. I never cook dinner. She is cooking dinner. The first sentence is in the present simple tense. The second sentence is in the present continuous tense. First, we're going to have a look at how to form a present simple and how to form a present continuous. For the present simple, we use the infinitive form of the verb. For the present continuous, we need the auxiliary verb to be, the infinitive form of the verb, and ing. An example for the present simple is, we walk to school every day. With the present simple, we need to pay extra attention to the third person singular, he, she, and it, because in conjugating that verb, we add an S. An example of a present continuous is, they are washing their car. Now, when do we use a present simple? We use a present simple when something happens always, regularly, sometimes, and never. We use a present continuous for a temporary activity. An example of the present simple here is, she always drives like a madwoman. An example of the present continuous here is, you are driving like a madwoman, let me out, a temporary activity. The present simple is also used when talking about facts. The present continuous is used when something is happening right now. An example of the present simple here is water freezes at -1 Celsius. An example of the present continuous is the water is freezing. Look! Finally, we use the present simple for timetables and schedules. For example, the bus arrives at 10:30. We use the present continuous for a plan in the near future. We know when it's going to happen. For example, I'm taking the bus tomorrow.
Now I'll give you some time to do the exercise. Go on. Have you finished? Good. Let's check your answers. Yes. Letter A is 2, B 5, C 8, D 3, E 7, F 6, G 4, H 1. Good job. After doing this exercise, I think you need to play. Please pause the video and copy the link of the game and have fun. After that, move to exercise B. Exercise B. Exercise B introduces the difference between action verbs and stative verbs. I believe all of us already know action verbs like do, eat, go, run, walk, etc. But what are stative verbs? Again, I've prepared a video that will help you understand them. Watch it carefully, then we may do the exercise together. Pay attention. I hope the video was helpful. Now let's do the exercise together. Look at the sentences. She's feeling the baby's forehead to check for fever. Number 2, the baby's skin feels very soft. Feel is the main verb of both sentences. But there is a big difference. In sentence 1, feel is an action verb, meaning to touch. That's why it can end with ing. But in sentence 2, the verb feel shows a state rather than an action. It means that the baby's skin state is soft. Now it's time to answer the questions. The first question, does the verb feel have the same meaning in both sentences? No, it doesn't. Convinced? Okay, let's move to question B. In which sentence does the verb feel express a state, and in which does it express an action? Yes, true. Sentence 2 expresses a state, and sentence 1 expresses an action. I hope you all understand. And now let's move to exercise C. Exercise C. Exercise C aims at spotting stative verbs in an article. Let's read the question first. Read the rule below and the red grammar box that follows. Then look at paragraph 3 and 5 of the reading text on page 8 and identify the stative verbs. Put the verbs into the correct groups below. We have here groups of stative verbs, and we have to spot, to identify the stative verbs in paragraph number 3 and 5 on page 8. Let's read the red grammar box. Some stative verbs, like have, see, taste, etc., are used in progressive tenses when they express actions rather than states. For example, this soup smells delicious. She's smelling the milk to see if it has turned sour. The first one, smells delicious, is a state, but the second one, is smelling, is an action verb. Now let's spot the stative verbs in paragraph 3 and 5 of the reading text on page 8. Here we can see the types of stative verbs. Number 1, verbs of the senses, like hear, smell. We have here 3 missing verbs in paragraph 3 and 5. Who can spot them? Yes, great. Taste in paragraph 3, feel also in paragraph 3, and see in paragraph 5. They are highlighted here. Look at them. See, taste, feel. Okay? Let's move to the second type. Verbs of emotions and preferences. We have some examples here, like hate, prefer, mind, wish, need, and we have 2 missing verbs. Who can spot them? Yes, true. Enjoy, paragraph 3, and want, paragraph 5. Can you see them? Okay, let's move to the third type of stative verbs. Verbs of perception, belief, and knowledge. For example, believe, remember, agree, hope, forget, and we have 1 missing verb. What is it? Yes, true. No in paragraph 3. Now it's time to move to the fourth type of stative verbs. Verbs of ownership. Own, belong, possess. What else? Yes, we have in paragraph 3 and 5. And the last type of stative verbs is the type that describes permanent states. Be, way, consist of, etc. And we have 1 missing verb. which is true, coast in paragraph 5. Can you see it? Good. Wanna play? Okay. Pause the video and copy the link and enjoy. But remember to come back and play the video to do exercise D. Okay? Waiting for you. In exercise D, you should practice the structures of both the present simple and the present progressive tenses. Notice that sometimes you can use either of them in one sentence. Kindly pause the video and do the exercise yourself. Then I'll show you the correct answers to check. Remember, if you have issues, your teacher has issues. I mean, he'll be happy to help you better understand. Okay? Come on, pause the video. Here are the answers. 1. Are you doing? 2. Starts or is starting. 3. I'm reading. 4. Are taking part. 5. Owns. 6. Always participate. 7. Takes place or is taking place. 8. No. 9. I'm thinking. 10. Don't know. 11. Is teaching. 12. Don't think. 13. Go. 14. Are always making. 15. Don't want. 16. Think. 17. Are getting. 18. Seems. 19. Are taking. Okay? I hope you've all done well. The last exercise for today will be on the workbook, page 7, exercise C. So, open your workbooks, page 7. Workbook, page 7, exercise C. As we did in the previous exercise, exercise D in your student books, I'll give you time to answer exercise C and then show you the answers. Pause the video, do the exercise on your own, and then check your answers. Here are the answers of workbook, page 7, exercise C. 1. Is visiting. 2. Leaves. 3. Am looking. 4. Is always borrowing. 5. Comes. 6. Shoots. Scores. 7. Boils. 8. Am doing. 9. Is increasing. 10. Finds. Here is the end of today's lesson. Kindly remember to do your homework in your workbooks, page 8, exercise D, and exercise E. Good luck.